Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm going to be playing an Esper Ephemerate list. This is a deck donation from Discord user known as Lord Bradley MTG. So thank you very much for your support. If you want to do a deck donation, you can reach out to me on Discord. You can also set that up via Patreon. So this list is looking to loop Ephemerate in the endgame with 2 Archaeomancers. For the win condition, we have Murmuring Mystic or just attacking with our Mancers, Muldrifter, or Augur of Bolas. It relies on having a bunch of counterspells like Counterspell and Dispel, and a bunch of removal like Snuff Out and Cast Down. And then we have tech pieces like Thraben Charm, Union of the Third Path to gain life, Behold the Multiverse. Late to Dinner was an ad from me in the main deck, so I can get back my Archaeomancers. And then we're going to go over the top of our opponent with things like Lorien Revealed. We do have Brainstorm plus Lorien Revealed and shuffling effects like Ash Barrens and Contaminated Landscape to fix the hand. In the sideboard, I have modified the sideboard at their request with a bunch of Hydroblasts, 5 total Hydroblast effects, 2 Annuls, 2 Envelops, a Dispel, an Arms of Hadar, an Extract to Confession, a Campfire, and then some Dust to Dust. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm used to ephemerating in blue-white familiars with no removal spells, so will it be like just blasting people with Snuff Out? I'm excited. I'll see you in the matches.
Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe.
Round 1, we're versus USP dudes. We are on the play. Let's go. This hand is very far from casting Counterspell. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this one seems better. I will keep. Get rid of Archaeomancer. Play Island and pass the turn. We probably cycle for the black land. One plays Ancient Den and Ardent Recruit. So I will, I guess, take my draw first. All right, we'll cycle. I know that this deck that they're playing is a go wide deck, so I will get Ice Tunnel, play that, and then just kill your creature so it can't deal me any damage. That thing can turn into a 3/3. They'll play a Plains, play a Novice Inspector. My turn. Let's try Augur of Bolas. This is a way for me to block the Novice Inspector. We find Dispel, which isn't great. I'll put these 2 on the bottom. The opponent plays another land. Journey to Nowhere on my Augur of Bolas. That's interesting. They get in for 1. So Dispel's not very good here. I guess they're probably going to use the Leonardo Ninja. Okay, they flipped the Leonardo. We're in a bad spot with not very many lands, so I have to foretell this and then try to dig into some lands. Counterspell is looking pretty bad in their against a 1-drop deck. So we're looking for lands and an Arms of Hadar. Bunch of Novice Inspectors enter the battlefield. I wonder what this deck will be like with a new Novice Inspector. And they have a 3/3 Snubhorn Sentry because of the City's Blessing. They get in for 4. So now I can Island cycle, play Island, pass. I doubt there's anything going to be more threatening than this Leonardo here. They crack a clue, cracks another clue. So I'll just go ahead and cast down this Leonardo. I can't cast down the Leonardo. Oh, that's a problem. That is a problem. We take out the 3/3. We're getting hit for 5. The first time I've ever been on the receiving end of a legendary. Okay, Springleaf Drum for the opponent. We'll have to cast this Behold. I will bottom both. Play land. Play Augur of Bolas. We'll take Brainstorm and pass the turn. Right now we're taking 4 damage. Like if I block the Novice Inspector, we take 4. And then I can try to use the Union of the Third Path. This is 5 damage. All right, I'll block. Oh, then they have the Palm Spell. Okay, of course. That's okay. So we were not beating that. I saw their deck in a 5/0 dump previously. So we want the Arms of Hadar. Feels like Cast Down, not very good. Dispel definitely, well, I don't even know if that's that good. I feel like Dust to Dust is good. Not sure. Feels like Counterspell is not very good here. So do I just bring in a Dispel? I will try bringing in Dispel for their draw stuff. Game 2. So I think we learned we need like 3 lands. This might be a keep. I'll keep it. We'll play out Swamp, get a, or we can go land. I'm looking to get all my colors. So I want to get blue, dual land, Swamp. I guess I play the Contaminated Landscape and pass the turn. Opponent plays a 1-drop. And then I will fetch an island. I'm not sure like what the best way to do this here. We're gonna grab a land out either way. We'll island cycle, grabbing the floodplain, play the floodplain, and pass the turn. The next turn I can union to the third path, gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 life, 6 life maybe, and then go for a snuff out on their ninja. They have the Leonardo. Plays the 3-minute Spectre again. I'll go land, cast a union of the third path. We draw land, blast your creature, pass the turn. They play Novice Inspector. I guess I can go Archaeomancer for snuff out the Ardent Recruit. Land. Oops. I always laugh when people do that. We tabbed for colors incorrectly. Get back the snuff out. Kill the Ardent Recruit. Put in Thraben Charm to kill my Archaeomancer. That makes sense. We draw land, play Murmuring Mystic, pass the turn, and now I'm sort of feel like I'm taking the lead a little bit. They're getting in for 2, but the Mystic is gonna stall and then provide me an additional eventual win condition. You pass, play this Plains, try Augur Bolus, find Lorien Revealed. Okay, and then I'm gonna pass. I assume they crack. Yes, they draw a card. Plays a Plains. Another Thraben Inspector. We'll just crack 4 islands. Feel like they are holding a Thraben Charm potentially. Grab another island. Now we need to refill my hand. I'll slam a Lorien Revealed. I guess now Dispel would be good. We have double Ephemerate. I'll play out my Plains. Now I just need to find my way to get back my Archaeomancer. They crack. I'm going to start swinging in with my birds probably and trying to clock them. Plays another Novice Inspector. Salt Road Pack Beast. Okay. No attacks. We'll Ephemerate the Augur Bolus. What do we find? Brainstorm, Snuff out. I think I take the Brainstorm. And then we'll Brainstorm, which sets up the Augur Bolus. So we put back... Okay, they're just done. Sweet. They're off it. So let's actually not play the Dust to Dust and play a few counterspells. Maybe that'll work. The union of the third path helped me, and obviously the best thing that I could have been doing there was drawing the Murmuring Mystic and casting it. Game 3. I mean, we have Brainstorm Lorien, which is good. Dispel's probably not amazing, so we can look to put that back. I'll keep. Our opponent has mulligan to 6. They'll start on land Thraben, I assume. There's your Thraben Inspector to start off the game. Play Island, and I will Brainstorm. Yikes, not good. So I will put back Barrens and Landscape, and then set an upkeep stop and cycle for the white land. Then I can play out the swamp and cycle the landscape. When it has an Ardent Recruit, that thing's gonna get huge. They get in for 1, and then they flip the Leonardo. Yeah, I'm already under a ton of pressure. I don't know how I can get back from that. We'll get the floodplain, and then pass. I can invoke the Drifter and then late to dinner the Drifter. Okay, they have 6 damage, 7 damage. I need a fog or something. I can't win from here, I don't think. They get in, draw. We'll evoke the Mole Drifter and then concede. Opponent was too fast. My deck is very slow. GG. Round 2. On the play, okay. Well, I think we have to mulligan because of the lack of lands. We have snuffs. So I guess I keep and get rid of 1 counterspell. Play a land and pass the turn. Our opponent on plains passes. Play the landscape and pass. So now I can crack. Okay, they're picking up their plains with an Orzhov Basilica. We're playing against a Esper deck. We're going to fetch or an island. Not Esper, that's Black-White Blade. Grab island. Take a draw. I'm trying to maximize the amount of lands that are in my deck every time I draw so that I might draw another land. Otherwise, I will cycle. Yeah, unfortunate. We cycle for an island. I should be able to beat this deck. I'm not sure, though. They discard a Refurbished Familiar to hand size. Play plains. Just going to counterspell your Omen of the Dead. What is this Omen of the Dead doing? because they have a Skyfisher. I'm just going to counterspell. Oh, I guess they could omen back the refurb. So it's worth me countering. Now they cannot Skyfisher their omen. My turn. We'll play Contaminated Landscape and then Mancer back the counterspell. They're going to kill my Archaeomancer, play a Thraben Inspector, and Bajuka Ball, get rid of my Archaeomancer. That's not good. We have another Snuff out. I will pass the turn. I think they're probably going to Skyfisher back the Thraben Inspector, but I'm trying to snuff out it so that they can't use that. Okay, I will counterspell your Refurbished Familiar. I'm just going to kill the Thraben Inspector. Play Augur of Bolus. We find Ephemerate, so I'll take the Ephemerate and pass. Can't Ephemerate the Augur right now. They Grim Bobble, making the Augur of Bolus a -1/1, and then they're going to Core Skyfisher, Grim Bobble again. I'll just kill the Core Skyfisher, fetch a Plains, take my draw. I think it's worth it to just draw 4 cards here, even though they probably can kill the Muldrifter. Ephemerate the Muldrifter. Alright, we have to play the Ash Barrens, sadly. Next turn we can late to dinner the Muldrifter, which is kind of sweet. Here comes another Core Skyfisher to pick up the Grim Bobble, to replay the Grim Bobble. Muldrifter is dead. I don't get to rebound my Ephemerates. So that's stranded in exile forever now. I draw a card. I'm just going to slam Muldrifter. Jeez. Another Ash Barrens. Okay, the Ash Barrens have been pretty poor. Our mana base is kind of wonky. I feel like maybe it would be good to have a couple of bounce lands. When it's going to play a Glinthawk, pick up the Grim Bobble, replay the Grim Bobble. Fair enough. They'll hit me with a Refurbished Familiar. Going to get rid of this Cast Down, I think. I get in for 2. We have a Counterspell. Let's late to dinner on the Muldrifter. Alright. Lay out Plains, I guess. I can just gain some life. Pass the turn. Opponent cast down on my Muldrifter. Then they Viscer's Insight, sacrificing their Grim Bobble to draw 2 cards. Plays a Novice Inspector. Wondering if I can even turn this game around at all. We'll take 6. There's a Murmuring Mystic. That's pretty good. Play Murmuring Mystic. Play Island. I can just like Thraben Charm on the Core Skyfisher, and it will make me a bird on the way, which lets me kill the Core Skyfisher. Okay, now I'm sort of back in the game. I think maybe I should be on a lot more of the Murmuring Mystics. They have a Lembus. I think that's fine. Counterspelling that when I need to just protect the Murmuring Mystic. I don't know if I want to counterspell that. Plays a Thraben Inspector. I mean, if they crack the clue, they would give me the opportunity to crack my food, but I don't think they're going to crack the clue here. They're attacking in. So block and block. Plays a Glinthawk. I'll just counterspell the Glinthawk. My turn. Muldrifter. We'll slam Muldrifter. Opponent just scoops. Wow. Somehow we outvalued them. I didn't expect that. We'll bring in Arms of Hadar. Dispel doesn't seem as good. I guess the Dusts are fine. We'll get rid of the other Dispel. And then a Thraben. I'm winging it hard, but hey, we got to win. Game 2. We have to mulligan, I believe. Okay, so let's keep this. Get rid of... I guess it's going to be Archaeomancer. Opponent plays a Goldmire Bridge. So our plan is to try to dust them out. I'll play the Floodplain. Maybe we get rid of the Augur here. They play the Refurbished Familiar. I'll get rid of Augur of Bolus. Play land. I'll pass the turn. Opponent plays a Goldmire Bridge. Getting in with Refurbished Familiar. They don't pick it up. Wow, okay. We will Brainstorm. Okay, that's pretty good. So we'll put back Thraben Charm. Put back the Lorien Revealed. I kind of want these lands. I want the Lorien Revealed as a land, I mean. Or maybe I just cycle for an island right now. I could also cycle for the swamp, but I don't think I need the swamp yet. We're going to island cycle. Grabbing an island. Untap. We drew the Lorien anyway. I'll dust your 2 black sources. That way they can't pick up and replay the refurb. They might use a draw spell to sacrifice their land to draw cards, but I don't know that I care that much. They floated a white. 2 mana. So they accidentally floated the wrong color, and now they can't use their spell. Oh no, they Thraben Charm away my Dust. That's fine. Plays a Swamp. They get in for 2. They have no follow-up. I'll Island cycle, and then grab an island. Then get rid of 2 more, get rid of land plus refurb. Then see if we can get this Mole Drifter going. I almost want to evoke the Mole Drifter just to draw cards so I can draw 3 with the Lorien. Let's dust. Pew. Punish artifact land users. They find a plains. Alright, we can just go land into slam the Lorien. I think drawing 3 cards is better than drawing 2 at the moment. We find some counterspells. They play a Vault of Whispers. They could refurb again. They don't refurb. I'll play Landscape, play Murmuring Mystic, and I have Counterspell as protection. They don't do anything. Plays an Ancient Den. They go Tithing Blade. I'll attempt to counterspell. And then they cast down. No problem. Let's play Augur of Volus. I guess a really good draw would be a Brainstorm right now, but opponent does not want to play here. So we'll go to round 3. Round 3 on the draw versus Patro. So I'm looking for, I guess this is okay. Island into Augur turn 2. We have all of our colors. It's not like I'm hurting for mana, but I need things to do. Twisted Landscape indicates probably Jund. They sacrifice for a swamp. Well, by Jund, let's go ahead and play Island Pass. By Jund, I mean, I'm thinking it's Jund Wildfire. It could be a Jund Snow deck. Play regular Mountain. Plays an Ichor Wellspring. We can set up the Augur here with a Brainstorm. So let's cast Brainstorm. Knowing that the third finds Snuff Out Mystic. Cast down. Let's put back Spell and land. We'll draw the land. Play the Augur of Volus. I'll take this Ephemerate. I think that's better than the cast down in this position. We have Snuff Out that can deal with stuff. They Fanatical Offering their Ichor Wellspring, which will draw them 3 cards because the Ichor Wellspring sacrifice gives them a card. They play out a Slagwood's Bridge. If I find a Brainstorm, I can Brainstorm into Ephemerate, or I can just try Ephemerate the Augur of Volus. We draw another Ephemerate. I'll play out the Plains and get in for 1. I feel like they're going to put a Writhing Crystals on the table. They play Nile Spellbomb. Refurbished Familiar. Okay, I will discard Snuff Out, and they Wildfire their land. I'm yielding until the end step. I'll just go ahead and Ephemerate my Augur. We find Counterspell, I think is good. And then we'll untap, Ephemerate again, another Counterspell. Okay, we'll draw for turn, play Island, we'll Foretell this Behold. That was a pretty good sequence of events. I think I want to use the Lorien Revealed for another white source. They crack the Spellbomb. Okay. They discarded a makeshift munitions of hand size previously. They play a Vault of Whispers. Playing Lembus. 3 mana left. Okay. Maybe I should have countered that. I guess I countered another Spellbomb. When a Fanatical, sacrificing the map token. Drawing 2 cards. Now they can attack in for 2. I'll go to 18. We find a Landscape. Going to Island, cycle for a regular island, actually. So then I have Counterspell plus the Behold the Multiverse. I'll get in for 1. Opponent 18. They play a Refurbished Familiar. Let's cast Behold the Multiverse. I think I'm going to bottom both of these. I can just discard a random land. They Wildfire their Bridge. Okay. Another Wildfire. You're just going to Counterspell the Wildfire. Untap. Arcane-Mancer, get back Counterspell. They map onto the refurb, drawing a Twisted Landscape. Untap. I will slam Arcane-Mancer for the Counterspell. Back in for 1. They cast down. I will Counterspell. Laser Writhing Chrysalis. And another cast down. Okay. I get in for 4. My turn. I'll play the Landscape. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arcane-Mancer. I'll grab Counterspell. So the thing I'm trying to avoid right now is probably Krark-Clan Shaman. I will attempt to Counterspell. Plays another Krark-Clan Shaman. Okay. They Wildfire their Bridge. Plays the Limbus. So they were holding on to that Krark-Clan Shaman for quite a long time. They did get me pretty good with it. I'd have to have them try and crack the Krark-Clan Shaman right now to get in for me to have a chance. Play out a Gixian Infiltrator. I feel like they might just wipe their board right now. Man, it's pretty tough right here, playing a control deck into a control deck. It's not super exciting gameplay, sorry. So I'm going to lose my Arcane-Mancer, and then I will Ephemerate my Augur of Volus. And for some reason, they sacrificed and didn't... Okay, we'll just take this Counterspell. They just left the Writhing Chrysalis to die. I don't know why they did that. They get in for 4. They should have just... Maybe they didn't want to sacrifice the lands, but I don't know why they didn't just use the mana. Well, ephemerate the auger bolus. I think I have to take the brainstorm because I want to play Murmuring Mystic plus brainstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4 brainstorm. So I have to play Ashbrands out. Play Murmuring Mystic. I'll cast a brainstorm. Ooh, Arms of Hadar is okay. Gets rid of these guys. I'll put back third path, and then fetch grabbing island, and I'll pass. They have 2 cards in hand. They cycle the Twisted Landscape. I think that was a known card. There's another Refurbished Familiar. Just going to try Counterspell. They play another Gixian Infiltrator. So we can block, or just block the Gixian with a single bird. Block with a bird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Lorien Revealed. Draw 3 cards. Make a bird. Play Ash Barrens. These Ash Barrens have been not amazing. Get rid of multiple of your creatures. I'll attack in with my Augur and my Mystic. We've got a 3, well, I guess it's a 5-4. It just was a 3-2 for a second here. They drew a cast down. I could snuff out my own creature. I don't think that's going to be great. They get in. Can I take the 5? I can afford to take the 5 because I have enough to gang block it on the next turn, potentially. Let's go brainstorm. We'll get rid of snuff out. We'll get rid of brainstorm. Play Augur Bolus and pick the brainstorm. Then we'll cast brainstorm. Get rid of 2 lands. Play landscape. Fetch out an island. And then Thraben Charm. I think we turned this one around. I'm surprised. Kapow. Get in. When it goes to 11, I have Counterspell in hand. Nothing else really going on though. So what's your next play? Plays a Wellspring. Let's just counter. That way they can't like draw any draw spells. They concede. We were going to draw a Union. Okay. Wow. I was surprised to have taken that one down. That was the first game. So the Arms of Hadar surprisingly was good, but it was mostly just good versus the refurbs. Bring in the Dust to Dust, and then maybe we can just cut on a Union in the third path. Very odd. Maybe, well, the Snuff Out, maybe trim 2 Snuff Outs for 2 Hydros. Just go all Hydros and don't worry about the Dispel. That's tough. I'm sort of all over the place here. So our hand's starting out not great, but we have Brainstorm. And they're a Refurbished Familiar deck, so I guess I'm keeping. They lead on Twisted Landscape, fetching out Mountain. I'll play Landscape as well. They play Dross Forge Bridge. Next turn, they're likely to go for, let's grab an island. They're probably going to Wildfire. If I draw a Hydroblast, which I did bring in 2 of, play this island and pass the turn. They play a Wellspring. Okay. Looks like they're trying to hold open Hydroblast or Pyroblast. Let's go Brainstorm. See what we can do. Cast down could be okay. Thraben Charm not very good right now. We'll get rid of 1 Ephemerate. Then I'll cycle for the black. A Swamp here. We drew the Ephemerate. We're going to play Plains and pass. Playing Plains because if I Brainstorm into a Dust to Dust, I kind of want to fetch for a Plains with my Ash Barrens. They go Wildfire. I'm going to Brainstorm in response. We'll put back Cast Down and, or no, maybe Ephemerate and a Cast Down. So many lands. Back Ephemerate and Island. Cycle for an island. Maybe the Plains. I'll just get an island. Brainstorm again. We did draw the Dust to Dusts. Ah, man. So we'll go put back Island and Swamp. So I was considering cycling into the Plains, and I just didn't. We're going to draw the Swamp. We'll cycle the Lorien Revealed for a Plains. The Dust to Dust is pretty medium with the way that they've been able to fetch. I'll cycle and play the Floodplain. If they tap out for a Writhing Chrysalis, I can cast down the Writhing Chrysalis, then get rid of Bridge and Wellspring. They play a Limbus. I don't even know if the Dust to Dust is doing anything for me here. They play a Gixian Infiltrator. So at least what I can do is get rid of Bridge, Wellspring, and cast down the Infiltrator. Let's go ahead and kill this thing, and then get rid of Bridge, Wellspring. Having Archaeomancer Ephemerate is pretty good. I have to play around their represented Pyros. They play a Writhing Chrysalis and a Wellspring. Let's see. I think I'm going to Archaeomancer and get the Lorien revealed. And then we're just going to focus on getting some more lands in play and having the counterspells so I can block Ephemerate and have counterspells. A Fanatical Offering. Okay, that stinks, but I think I have to let that go. So I can't play around Cast Down plus Pyroblast right now. They go with Spellbomb. Okay, and a Cast Down. So now I'm going to Ephemerate. Ephemerate or Counterspell? I think I Ephemerate. Go after the Cast Down. So they're probably going to want to crack the Spellbomb. They just let it happen. Interesting. I'm surprised. I'll Ephemerate again. Go after the Ephemerate. They're just letting it happen. Weird. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We'll dust us on Spellbomb and land. I'll Island Cycle, grabbing the Ice Tunnel. Play the Ice Tunnel. Pass the turn. So I think they just don't really understand the interaction between the Ephemerate and everything. We shouldn't have been in this position. But maybe it's still fine enough of a position for them to win. I'm not sure. Opponent plays a Blood Fountain. Okay. They have 5 cards in hand. Refurbished Familiar. Alright. I will bin a Cast Down. They crack the landscape. They have red-green available. It just feels like they're trying to get me to tap out and then so they can Pyroblast the Archaeomancer. I don't know if that's actually what's happening. They have quite a few basics in play. Wow, they had the Pyro. I was right. I had the read. The soul read. They'll get in for 4. That makes sense to Pyro right there just to make me not be able to block. Draw Dispel. So I can go... Yeah, I just pass. The 2 a turn clock from the refurb isn't terrible. I can Ephemerate for the Dust and then Dust Refurb Blood Fountain. A Fanatical Offering I will Dispel. They go Pyroblast. I'll Ephemerate the Archaeomancer. Get back Counterspell. Counterspell. We're still going to be taking 6 damage here. They map onto the Familiar, revealing a bridge. Plays the bridge. Let's just go ahead and cast down the Chrysalis. They get in for 2. Ephemerate Archaeomancer. Turn Ephemerate. Running Augur Bolus. Let's play Augur Bolus. Counterspell and Ephemerate. And Lorien. I think I take the Ephemerate. Then I can Ephemerate the Mancer for Brainstorm. Maybe just the Lorien revealed. Or maybe still Dispel. Take the Dispel. Then I can Ephemerate and grab the Lorien again and just try to continuously get a little bit ahead. I really do want to Ephemerate to get the Dust so I can Dust the Blood Fountain Refurb, but I don't know if that's going to happen. This has been a grind. Makeshift Munitions. I will Counterspell. They play another Writhing Chrysalis. So I don't know if... Like, what makes the most sense? I think I just Ephemerate the Archaeomancer and get the Dust to Dust. Get in. We have the double Ephemerate. That's just a problem because I don't have any... Like, I need to go up cards on hand. I guess Ephemerating the Augur Bolus could find more card draw spells. Ephemerate. Get back Ephemerate. Do. Another Augur Bolus. Play Augur Bolus. Finding a Brainstorm. Let's Brainstorm. Hydroblast Mystic. So we'll put back Dust to Dust and Ephemerate. Play Island. Play Murmuring Mystic. On its turn. I think I'm taking the lead. They draw a card. Plays Refurbished Familiar. Okay. I will get rid of Dispel. Blood Fountain, getting back 2 creatures. Alright. A crack. Pays 2 mana for a Cleansing Wildfire. Do I care? I guess that's fine. They're getting in with the Refurbished Familiar. I'll Ephemerate. I just need to draw. I don't even know if like the cards that I'm going to be drawing are better than the cards I could get out of my graveyard. I'm having analysis paralysis. Let's get Counterspell. And then block. I feel like we are going to win this game, but we'll see. They have 1 unknown, 2 creatures that are just basically fatties that don't really do anything in the face of the Murmuring Mystic. We have multiple Ephemerates happening. Ephemerate. Get back Ephemerate. Ephemerate. Get back Lorien. Finally, draw some cards. Alright, your turn. So 2 unknowns in hand right now. Here comes the Writhing Chrysalis. That makes the Writhing Chrysalis here big enough that my Murmuring Mystic can no longer block it. I have to chump with a bird. Plays Gixian. The only mana they have is green for Forest, so I can Ephemerate. Not be worried. This time they crack correctly. Gixian's going to grow a bit. Continues growing. They play Evolution Witness. Sure, I will Counterspell, I guess. Evolution Witness, getting back all this stuff is really annoying, so I'm not going to let that happen. Ephemerate the Mancer. Just making words. Eventually I'll have enough to win the game. Going to cast a Lorien Revealed. Draw some cards. Find another lanes. 8 cards in hand. Let's just dust to dust on Bridge and Refurbished Familiar, I guess. Just getting cards out of my hand. I'll pass. I can't Ephemerate now, but I have Dispel. And now I have, like, for 5 mana on their end step, Ephemerate Behold, play Behold. They cycle another landscape. I'm just feeling like I have the Dispel to protect against, like, a cast down. There's a cast down, which we have the Dispel. Cast down is countered. My turn. Have too many options. Let's Ephemerate the Archaeomancer and grab Brainstorm. Cast Brainstorm. Okay, we have a Snuff out. So I'll put back Landscape and Landscape. And that was wrong. That was wrong. That was not correct. But we can now Union of the Third Path. My intention was to have the Augur Bolus. Well, play a land, grab an island. Now I can't protect against the cast down. Oh, I do have the Ephemerate. Okay, so I'll go ahead and snuff out the Writhing Chrysalis. Go to 15. Ephemerate. Return my counterspell. And then pass. Just a matter of time now. We Ephemerate for snuff out. We kill this thing. We Ephemerate for cast down. We kill that one. Opponent agrees and has conceded. We're on to round 4. Round 4 versus Kid Renin. They're playing probably White Weenie. They like that deck. Dispel versus White Weenie is medium. I think I'm keeping because I really don't want to have to go down on cards. But we'll find out what they're on. Play Island, pass. The best draw for me against White Weenie is probably... Okay. They have Lunarch Veteran. I'll Brainstorm. Let's put back... we'll stop on my upkeep. Spell, Dispel. Upkeep, Cycle. We'll grab an island, unfortunately. We need to just... Oh, we drew the Arms of Hadar. Wow. Okay. And now I need lands. Opponent plays Rafine's Informant. They will discard. And probably Strands, I guess. They discard Battle Screech. Gets in for 1. I'm hoping to draw a land. Draw Cast Down. That's not a land. My initial hand was bad. We play a Lunarch Veteran. Going to Counterspell. I don't have anything to do. I'm just going to go the next game. Let's go ahead and see where we were going to get. I can't see the next cards, unfortunate. We know we want the Arms of Hadar. 1-for-1s are not quite as good. Let's get rid of, like, guess we'll get rid of a Thraben Charm. All right, on the play. Oh, man. Mulligan. This is quite bad. We can put back the Snuff out. No, cancel. Put back the Thraben Charm. I'll play land. And then we're going to fetch out an island and hope to Brainstorm into islands. Opponent has mulligan to 5. Play land. I'll fetch an island. I kept the Snuff out because Snuff out is the same color as Arms of Hadar, basically. They play a Thraben Inspector. We draw Lorien. So I'll Island Cycle. Grab the Ice Tunnel. Play Ice Tunnel. Now I could snuff out this thing right now. Probably worth it. They might have, like, a way to pick it up. They play a Plains. Okay, looked like they did have a way to pick it up. Let's Brainstorm. We definitely want the Arms of Hadar. So what's the weakest card in my hand right now? Maybe it's the Union of the Third Path. And then another Augur Bolus. And we'll Island Cycle for the white dual land and pass the turn. They crack a Clue. They play a Plains. So they really needed things to pick up, huh? Okay, I'll play Swamp. Jam an Augur Bolus. Take the Union of the Third Path. All right. Muldrifter and Plains go to the bottom. One has 4 mana. Plays a Battle Screech. I will Counterspell. Going to attempt to draw a card. Finding a Cast Down. I'll get in for 1. They could just play out the Leonardo. They play another Battle Screech. Idyllic Grange. They make a bird token bigger. Play a land. I think I'm just going to put the Mystic on the table. They currently cannot get it with a Thraben Charm. Maybe that will change. Skyfisher. They'll probably pick up the Idyllic Grange and then replay it, making their bird token bigger. Okay, they have 2 2/2 bird tokens. Flashes back Battle Screech. Not going to ninja me this turn. I'll try Union of the Third Path again and make a bird. Everybody's got the birds. Play swamp. We'll get in with our 2 creatures. One has 6 lands. They're getting in. Okay. No blocks. We take 6 damage. They're just doing nothing. Maybe they're playing around a sweeper. I'm going to cycle a landscape and see if we can find something better. Ash Barrens is not much better. I'll cycle for an island and then attack in. They have prismatic strands. That's fine. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Play Novice Inspector. I think it's about time that I wipe their board. Although they will maybe be able to rebuild with the Battle Screech. They draw a card. Getting in for 6 again. No, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 this time. I think on end step I cast down the Skyfisher. Blast it. My turn. We'll hit you with Arms of Hadar. They've got prismatic strands to stop my beats, which is fine. I'll play a Brainstorm. Looking for find land and Mancer. So let's put back Counterspell, put back Archaeomancer. I'll just play the land. Probably just Archaeomancer for the Lorien Revealed here. Plays a Rafine's Informant. I'm just going to Counterspell. But maybe they are trying to get me with a Thraben Charm. I don't know. Plays out the Leonardo. I guess if they do have... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get back Lorien Revealed. Pass. Next turn I draw my Counterspell. They play Squadron Hawk. That's big game for them. I don't have an answer. They're basically able to get a draw 4 out of 1 card there. Playing another Squadron Hawk. Now they can flash back to Battle Screech. Another Squadron Hawk. This time they don't try to get another Squadron Hawk because the last one's in their hand. I mean, I can just block with my birds, so I don't think I care that much. More birds are on the table. They have 0 cards in hand. They're attacking. So 3 of our birds are going to trade with the Leo. Maybe I should have gone 1 Augur and 2 birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Lorien Revealed. Draw 3 cards. Make a bird. Cycle for an island. And attack with an Augur Bolus. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine trading it with your Hawk. That was basically what I wanted to say, was like, do you want to just kill your Hawk? Hawk dead. We have Dispel for the pump effect. We have Counterspell for a card that draws cards. When it's attacking in, we'll just start blocking. Looks like they have Thraben Charm. Dispel. My turn. We have an Ephemerate. I'm going to draw 3 cards again. Sacrifice. Grab an island. Cycle for an island. Then I'll get in and Ephemerate and grab Counterspell. So GG. I don't know if we can win game 3, but okay. Opponent agrees that we have won the game. We're on to round 3, or game 3. Well, we have opened an unkeepable hand. We have multiple lands now. I guess I will keep this, put back the Ephemerate, and we'll go land for a swamp. Opponent leads on a tap land. We have a Behold the Multiverse. Play Landscape. They play a Squadron Hawk. I'll go ahead and fetch a swamp. Then just kill your Hawk. Pass the turn. They're getting more Hawks. The Hawks are here. Like, I want to try and stop the ninja-ing. Play land. Foretell. One has a Rafine's Informant. I'm just going to go Landscape for an island and then cast my card. Interesting that they brought in Holy Light. Good to know about. Okay, now I don't think I want to do that specifically. Let's just cast the Behold the Multiverse. Island Lorien. I get rid of the island. I don't know if Lorien is where I want to be right now. I could convert the lands. Now I'm going to bottom. Multiple cast downs. Play island. Cast the turn. Our opponent cycles and Eagles of the North. So they will be able to lay out a Hawk here. We're planning on going cycle into Killer Rafine's Informant. Do they have the ninja? They don't ninja. They Squadron Hawk. We are looking for the Arms of Hadar. That's the second Hawk. Brainstorm. I should probably have Brainstorm previously. Let's put back Plains and Landscape. We'll draw the Landscape. And then we'll go ahead and grab the Plains. Kill the 3/2. Brainstorm. We have a Snuff out. Okay. Put back Ephemerate. Put back Counterspell. Snuff out the Hawk. They play a Hawk. They play a Thraben Inspector and a Novice Inspector. So I'm going to start with Union of the Third Path and then play land. I have Counterspell. Don't know if Counterspell is any good right now. I gained a little bit of life. I can Counterspell the Ninja. Let's see if they have it. I take 3 going to 11. My turn. They have a bunch of card draw. They just have stocked up with these clues here. I'll play a landscape. They crack a clue and crack a clue. I probably should have just gone Union of the Third Path before playing a landscape to gain the life. They're getting in. 3 damage. Okay. I'm at 8. Lays another hawk. Okay. That's 4. So it's a 2-turn clock right now. It's the last hawk. I just have to find my Arms of Hadar. Let's fetch. Grabbing Island. Play Union. Go to 12. Finding a cast down. I have a Thraven Charm that doesn't really do anything. I play the Island. I'll cast down a bird. Just changing the clock a little bit. Pass. Muldrifter would be a good draw now. It's been interesting that we've seen Muldrifter a bunch of times off of the Augur of Bolas, but never been able to draw it. 4 mana for a counterspell or Battle Screech. I'm gonna counterspell. They just flash it back right now, I imagine. If they take any other action, I can charm them. So they have to just flash it back. We drew the arms. Kapow! Your turn. They still have 6 cards in hand. Plays a land. Standard Bearer. So I'd have to kill your Standard Bearer with my Thraven Charm, I suppose. Battle Screech into Battle Screech. We have no creatures to get back with late to dinner. That is really bad. I think I'm just dead right now. It was a good battle. Opponent's going to get in for 5. I'll go to 7. Plays a Core Skyfisher. They can pick up their Idyllic Grange. Plays another Battle Screech. There are many ways I die. Battle Screeching. I have 7 mana, so I can't even... I'd have to brainstorm into an Arms of Hadar if I wanted to get there. Okay, GG. On to round 5. Okay, round 5. I mean, I guess I'm keeping. We're just going to sit on our counterspells. Landscape, pass the turn. Opponent is playing Burn. Let's fetch out an island. Play island. I will pass. What's my best color to fetch? Might just be another island. They play a mountain. D2 Amplifier. Okay, counterspell. Looks like that means that they're playing Mono Red Blitz. Another Dispel. I mean, that's not terrible. Let's grab another island. I wonder if I should have just been going full islands all the time anyway in the first place. Okay. We can counterspell their next creature. Hopefully they only had 1. It looks like they had 2. We can counterspell the Festival Crasher. And then they play Crash Through to cycle. Trying to find that other creature or land. We have a Snuff out. I'll Foretell the Behold, because I can't cast it. At least I can spread the mana out. Snuff out would be pretty good into their deck if I can find my swamp. They play out a Kiln Fiend. That's pretty scary. Brainstorm. We find the swamp. I will put back the Ephemerate and Archaeomancer. Play the landscape. I will fetch, grabbing a swamp, and go full blasting. Cow. Okay, your turn. They play another Crash Through, trying to find a 4th creature. They do find a creature, sort of. It's a Red Mage's Rapier, which has Job Select. Let's play my Foretell card. Ephemerate Ice Tunnel, so I bottom and bottom. Interesting. I'll pass the turn. We have Murmuring Mystic into Brainstorm, so I can block. Augur of Bolas might be better. Brainstorm. There's a Snuff. So I'll just go back, Dispel, play land, play Murmuring Mystic. Kapow! Make a bird. The card selection is working out pretty well at the moment. I'm just able to take most of the actions I need. They have another creature? No way. No way! Wow. Okay, get to Amplifier. Scary. I will Brainstorm. Make a bird. Draw 3. Put back 2. We'll put back Union. Put back Union and Lorien. And then play the Augur of Bolas. And we'll pick the Lorien, I think. Oh, Snuff out. I'll just pick the Snuff out then. That's nice. And then I will snuff out your creature. I'm running out of life. Okay, creature is dead. Let's pass. Maybe I should cycle for a plains. I'll attack in. I should cycle for a plains. Pass the turn. If they play like a Manamorphose, I would probably Dispel. They're just passing. So they're playing... Here I drew a Drifter. The first Muldrifter I've cast this entire league. We find Archaeomancer. That should be enough to close the game. I'll get in. Snuff out is so brutal versus the Red Blitz deck. When it takes 5, They're at 13. We go lightning bolt. I'll cast a dispel. I have another bird. We win. Wow. Okay, Arms of Hadar, not good. We want all the blasts. Raven Charm's probably not going to be good enough. I imagine late to dinner is not going to be necessary. We just have to take out something that's medium and expensive. So dispel coming in. 2 things need to come out. I will cut the unions. I have to watch my life total then, though. This is 16. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. This hand I cannot keep. I have counterspell. It's too reliant on the brainstorm, I think. Let's mulligan. Oh no, mulligan again. Bunch of lands, and let's keep this one. Put back plains. Put back 1 counterspell. We have Hydroblast for their turn 2 creature. Opponent plays a mountain. I'll play island. Pass the turn. Snuff out also pretty good here. They might not try to counter. They might not play a creature. They do play a creature. I will respond. Counter. Play island. Pass the turn. They go creature. I will counter. It's not really a creature, but it's counterable. And then they pass. Let's brainstorm. Put back Mancer and landscape. Play landscape and pass the turn. They play a Ren's Resolve. I will counterspell. I think I will fetch. Grab the swamp. But I'm looking for ways to recoup now. Okay, we drew a counterspell. So I think I'm just going to grab my Esper land. Keep making land drops. I think that's better than just waiting around to see if I draw lands. This way, if I draw a 2-mana play, I can use it. Another Ren's Resolve. I'll try countering again. Land go. Plays a Kiln Fiend. Hardcast a Snuff out. We need to... Okay. I have a redraw with this landscape cycle. Pass the turn. One has another mountain, no creature. We have a Dispel. I'll cycle another landscape. Archaeomancer. So I can Archaeomancer for Lorien Revealed or for Hydroblast. They play G2 Amplifier. So now I have to Archaeomancer for Snuff Out and then Snuff Out plus Dispel. I have a Cast Down, so I will attempt to Cast Down. Since I have the Dispel in hand. They'll use an Apostle's Blessing, and I will use a Dispel. They play Mountain. Okay, the Stare Down. Another Dispel. Play Archaeomancer. Let's see if they have Pyros. They do have a Pyro. I will Dispel. If they don't have a response, I'm going to get back Lorien Revealed. If they do, is what it is. We'll get back Lorien Revealed because we really need to try to get some cards in hand. They might have Fairy Macabre. They did not. They only have 3 cards. Now 4 cards after the draw step. Plays a land. 3 cards in hand. They tried to do something and then thought better of it. I don't know why. 4 mana. Hard casting a Mind Collapse. Okay, I will attempt to draw 3. We drew a Snuff Out and Blue Blast. Sick. I think it's going to be over after a bajillion attacks with this Augur Bolus. Let's brainstorm. Muldrifter. I'll put back Brainstorm and Augur. Play the land. Draw 2 cards with Drifter. Sweet. Next turn I can brainstorm and then clear it with the Augur Bolus. This is just like a dream matchup for a Snuff Out blue deck. We'll brainstorm again. We'll put back Lanes and Lorien. Augur Bolus. That draws me the Lorien Revealed. Yeah, we'll just take that. We don't need the Snuff Out at this time. Cycle the Ash Barrens. Grab an island. Play the island. Now I finally have a board on turn 12. The Augur Bolus. I think YOLOing the Augur Bolus is fine in this deck because we have so many instants and sorceries. Take a Brainstorm. Put the Muldrifter on top. Get in for 2. And then next turn I can Brainstorm set up my Augur Bolus again if I want to, but I think I would just Lorien Revealed first. Opponent's at 16. We finally accomplished something. We play a land. I've taken 0 damage so far, even from Snuffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hardcast Lorien Revealed. Okay. Let's get in for 4. And then cast Brainstorm. We just have so much going on. I don't need to do anything. I'll put back the 2, put back Land Behold. Planning to probably Ephemerate the Muldrifter. Like there's nothing that they can do really. Ephemerate Drifter. We draw 2 cards. Do I want to Ephemerate the Muldrifter now? Is it too much value? Looks like they have like a bolt for the Muldrifter. They just, instead they concede. Yeah, that's what I expected in that matchup. Basically, Snuff Out plus Hydroblast destroys red combo decks. That is very, very true. Hopefully you enjoyed the look into Esper Ephemerate. There were some issues with maybe getting enough mana in play. I felt that a lot. I think we want to move to, I don't know, maybe it just needs to be a little bit more low to the ground, but I don't know how you would do that. So let me know what you thought about the deck and what changes you would make. Once again, thank you to Lord Bradley MTG off the Discord deck donation. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see everybody else in the next video.